UFC sports. It's in the game.
Coming up next, it's a light heavyweight matchup between the Iceman, Chuck Liddell, and Anthony Johnson. All right, here he is, for my money, Mike, the most well-rounded fighter in this division, a true mixed martial artist at his core, and he believes he'll have a lot of advantages in this matchup tonight.
Everyone talked about him being well-rounded. It's unbelievable to watch a guy that can do everything across the board at such a high level.
Yeah, he's comfortable wherever the fight goes. Maybe he'll grapple tonight, maybe he'll strike. Makes him a hard guy to prepare for. Here he is, the decorated kickboxer, back for more here tonight, and he's so comfortable in the striking realm. It's almost like he started kickboxing before he ever was reading or writing.
Oh, it's unbelievable to see someone that's so comfortable under so much duress.
I know.
When you're in kickboxing range, you are in the fire. There is no safety. You're right in range to be getting knocked out, but he does not fear that. He loves it. He loves the combat. He loves the engagement. But what you have to understand is he's not engaging his opponents on their terms. He's doing it on his terms. Whether or not he wants to be in close with the big punches or he wants to be at range landing kicks, he's just constantly putting damage on you. Top, bottom, up, low, it does not matter. This guy is a dominant striker, one of the best kickboxers the UFC has ever seen.
And in terms of the punching technique and the jab, as good as anyone in this division. Our tale of the tape for this light heavyweight tilt. So these fighters are just a year apart with the same height and a similar reach. Now for the official introductions, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 22 wins, 6 losses. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Boca Raton, Florida, Anthony Rumble Johnson! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a kickboxer holding a professional record of 21 wins, 9 losses. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of San Luis Obispo, California, presenting the member of the UFC Hall of Fame and the former UFC light heavyweight champion, the Iceman, Chuck Liddell! And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Dan Miragliotta.
So Dan Miragliotta shares the cage.
Ready? Ready?
Well, the tension is palpable as this fight gets underway, and it's going to be interesting to see how this matchup plays out. Definite striker on one side against another guy who can really do it all.
And in those situations, normally the guy that's more well-rounded will be the one that will find success. I want to see how this plays out. What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. The curve is going. Go finish this fight. Unbelievable. Oh, my goodness, what a fight.
Yeah, we're just getting going, and now the fight's over, but excellent striking technique to land that shot and ultimately finish the fight here in the first. You've heard us say it before, but sometimes when you catch a guy cold before he's had a chance to get going in the fight, it can have a bigger effect. It certainly did here tonight. And there he is, all smiles. What a huge knockout he turned in here tonight. That is one they'll be talking about for some time.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Miragliotta has called a stop to this contest at 46 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Anthony Rumble Johnson!
And there is the man of the moment, and what a moment this must be like for a professional athlete, right?
When they know that I'm that dude, I hear they hating cause they know I got the juice. Yeah. They like, oh, they watching how I move. They be acting like we cool. You thought this was, I ain't no fool. Gas in my joint, what you smoking don't flatter me. My got my back, ain't no need for a battery. Blowing all these ones, look like we hit the lottery. My LG just hit me up, he told me that he proud of me. Always going hard, a lot of people that count me. Always in the studio, and that's a piece of my salary. I remember I was young when they hated and doubted me. Now I'm bossed up with my name on the property, and now we don't care what it costs. I started, you hear the exhaust, smoking cushy with my dogs. The way she made it, she got it looking like applause. I'm getting all these plaques and got enough space on my wall. Diamonds dripping like...
Coming up next, a welterweight matchup between Stephen Thompson and Kamaru Usman. All right, so here he is, the Nigerian Nightmare, and you can also now call him the UFC welterweight champion. He had to go 10-0 in the UFC to finally realize that UFC belt. beat Tyron Woodley and establish himself as the standard at 170 pounds.
And he never lost track of what was out in front of him. Even though he had to win 10 fights, Kamaru Usman understood that he would do whatever it took to become UFC champion. And when he got that opportunity, it was the wrestling, the cardio, and the ability to follow the game plan set out in front of him by Henry Hooft and Greg Jones that allowed him to blank Tyron Woodley on the scorecards and win that welterweight championship. Unbelievable performance by Usman.
Truly one of the hardest workers in the game, and if you watch that Woodley fight, you get the sense that it is going to take a Herculean effort for somebody to dethrone the new hunted at 170 pounds Kamaru Usman. Well, kind of hard to believe that Stephen Wonderboy Thompson has yet to realize a UFC championship. Truly a special striker. Most welterweights believe, DC, this is as hard a guy to prepare for as anybody in the division.
Of course it is, because Stephen Wonderboy Thompson is in that traditional karate stance. He's standing far back, one leg way out in front, and he's just a great counter striker. If you get overzealous against Stephen Thompson, you are going to sleep. You cannot just rush him. You have to take your time. So a lot of his fights look very similar because guys don't know how to approach the counter-striking style of Wonderboy.
Wild success as an amateur and professional kickboxer truly put Simpsonville, South Carolina on the UFC map. His father, Ray, there firmly in his corner. Stephen Wonderboy Thompson looking to make one more run here to UFC welterweight title contention. Our tale of the tape for this welterweight fight. Thompson is 4 years his senior. The rest is nearly identical. To get us started with the official introductions, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a wrestler holding a professional record of 20 wins, 2 losses. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Boca Raton, Florida, Kamaru, the Nigerian Nightmare Usman. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a karate fighter, holding a professional record of 17 wins, 6 losses, and 1 draw. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Simpsonville, South Carolina, Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Dan Mergliata.
Dan Mergliata.
You ready? You ready?
All right, so here we go. This highly anticipated fight is now underway. Looks like a classic matchup of striker versus... Massive kick. Didn't see that one coming. Whoa! Oh!
Dude's hurt.
Whoa! And just like that, the fight is over.
He got him! Oh my goodness, what a fight.
Yeah, we're just getting going, and now the fight's over, but excellent striking technique to land that shot and ultimately finish the fight here in the first. You've heard us say it before, but sometimes when you catch a guy cold before he's had a chance to get going in the fight, it can have a bigger effect. It certainly did here tonight. Well, another highlight for the real DC as we look back at that scintillating knockout.
Yeah, but the whole fight, he was landing great strikes, kicks, punches. He was doing everything right until eventually he found the shot that ended the fight.
And now we go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Mergliata is going to stop this contest at 32 seconds in the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Kamaru, the Nigerian Nightmare Usman.
Well, there will be no shutting that smile off tonight. The celebration is on as he gets a huge win by knockout tonight. I got to think there are a few better feelings in the world than walking into an octagon and candidly knocking another man out.
Yeah.